Okay, so I want to talk about this Halo new trailer for season 2 on Paramount Plus. I want to talk about this thing, guys. I just seen my homeboy DJ. He did a trailer reaction video about it about 3 hours ago. You guys can go check out his channel at the Token Black Guy. He has some really good content. There's a lot of stuff that I do here on channel. He's also on Storms Live, so he's one of my co-hosts on the Storms Live podcast every Sunday. So he did a trailer reaction to season 2 of the Halo series because we're both big, massive Halo fans. I'm a massive Halo fan. I have a Halo tattoo in the back of my neck right here, and I'm just a big Halo fan. Always have been. And I was disappointed with season 1. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I was extremely disappointed with season 1. I think there are redeeming things about season 1, and I'm not necessarily gonna be one of those fanboys that rant on why is he always taking off the helmet. I really, at the end of the day, I don't mind him taking off the helmet, but just some of the other things they did with Master Chief, it really kind of ruined the character. Like, you had him in a relationship, like you show him naked for no apparent reason. One of the biggest struggles with Master Chief within the game, and something that Bungie and 343 really hit home, was this was someone who was stripped of his humanity. Okay, he was kidnapped as a child, and he was put through not only training but surgical implants. He was modified to be the world's, not the world's, the universe's greatest weapon. And that was one of the things that was hit on throughout the Halo series, and I think they really touched home within Halo 4 when Cortana was trying to get through to Chief. Like, you're human. You're human. You're not a machine. General Lasky, he was also trying to get to him, like, you're more than just a weapon. You're not just a machine. There's more to you. Cortana's pleading with him, by the end of this, please tell me which one of us is the machine. And it was the struggle within Chief, where this was someone that went through a horrible experience of the way the UNSC has treated him with the Spartan program. That's one reason why Dr. Halsey is being arrested, or at least in the game, she was arrested for war crimes because of what she did to these children. And for me, to have him so human based in that first season, like he's talking, he has emotions, he has feelings, he's having sex, like he's got a girlfriend, like it was very weird, because the through line was, this was a guy stripped of his humanity, and what is it like to be human? And it's him trying to find his humanity, trying to get through to all that. And it wasn't until the sacrifice of Cortana when he started to look at himself as, maybe I am more than just a weapon. I am more than just this machine that they turned me into. And I felt like that was a very deep narrative, a very complex layered narrative that they could have really tackled in the show, but they did not. So I wasn't concerned about him taking his helmet off, more as I was concerned about how they just completely butchered the character of Master Chief, about John and what the struggles that he dealt with. And I felt like they tried to kind of hit on that with him taking out the chip and starting getting memories and stuff, but that was stuff that it just ruined the character. It wasn't Master Chief, right? I understand in the games, he probably takes his helmet off to eat, takes his helmet off to shower. There's probably moments where he takes his helmet off in front of the other Spartans. But that helmet is supposed to symbolize a symbol of hope, weapon, humanity's greatest weapon and greatest savior, and all this stuff. And for him to just kind of run around like commonplace around other like soldiers and stuff, it was kind of weird. It was just kind of weird. They really butchered the character. Now, season 2 looks like they're diving into the fall of Reach, which I felt like season 1 should have been the fall of Reach. Season 1 was very weird on the storytelling. Like, you thought by the end of season 1, they were going to destroy, like the Covenant was going to attack Reach. Reach is basically the center hub of the UNSC. And in the games, it's very Halo 1 takes place right after the fall of Reach. and they go to the Halo ring. Like they really didn't mention the Halo ring that much in the first game or in the first movie or first show. Sorry, whoa, calm down, Rob. In the first season, they really didn't mention the Halo ring all that much, other than like these flashes that he kept getting. And Reach, like they should have went with the fall Reach in season 1, but they're gonna hit a season 2. I am highly optimistic about this season. I thought there was a lot of good redeeming things about season 1. I thought all the action scenes and everything that they did in season 1 when it came to the combat and action was awesome. It just, when they got the storytelling, I felt like they wanted to dive into who Master Chief is, but they really didn't dive into the actual struggles of that character. And that is something that they should have dived in. When you look at the most successful video game properties in the last 5 to 6 years, what are they, right? When I tell you guys, hey, what are the most successful video game properties, from video games to live adaptations, what is the most successful ones? You're probably going to say The Last of Us, you're probably going to say Sonic the Hedgehog, and you're probably going to say Mario. Those are the 3 most successful and more I would say better praised properties when it comes to video games. Mario made over $1 billion. Last of Us did very, very well on HBO, and Sonic also made a ton of money, got a sequel. What do all 3 of those properties have in common? They all were very, very faithful to the source material. All of them were very, very faithful to the source material. I would say Sonic really branched out a little more than the other 2, but at the end of the day, Sonic was the main character. They even went back, heard the fans' feedback, and changed the design of Sonic. And they really brought in more stuff, like Robotnik was more Robotnik in Sonic 2. We got Knuckles. We got all this great stuff. So that's something that I feel like a lot of these video game adaptations fail at. Was they try to take these properties, but instead of being faithful to the properties, they want to make it their own thing. And if you're going to make something your own thing, just make something brand new. Don't take an already existing property saying, we're going to take Master Chief and we're going to dive into his feelings and we're going to give him a girlfriend and we're going to show him naked in front of a bathroom mirror for no apparent reason, right? That's when you start to alienate the core fan base. It's okay to draw in casual users, because you need to draw in casual fans, casual viewers rather, in order to keep your show successful. But there's a way, if you read the comics, read the books, play the video game, there's a way to dive into who Master Chief is, the struggle he has with his humanity, finding out who he is, and the horrific things that was done to him as a kid. Keep that very, very compelling for all newcomers of the Halo franchises, all the casuals, and keep it interesting week to week in a basically a episodic series. There's a way to do that. Last of Us did a very good job of having a series that is week to week, that added new things, that expanded new things in that show that wasn't necessarily referenced in the game, but also stay true to what that game was. It wasn't like you saw Joel from Last of Us and he's a completely different character than Joel from the comic or Joel from the video game. Master Chief in that show was a completely different character than Master Chief from the video games. And that is something I think more and more studios need to figure out as they move forward into adapting more video game adaptations. Like there's talks of a God of War series coming out. There's a talks of a Horizon Zero Dawn series. You need to be able to do what those properties do and stay faithful while adding new material. There's a reason why Uncharted failed. There's a reason why Tomb Raider, like all these other properties failed, was because they see the properties, but they want to make it their own. And if the filmmakers want to make it their own, if the showrunners want to make it their own, then have them make their own thing. Don't take these properties and change it up. And like I said, the trailer itself, I thought the Fall Reach idea was really, really awesome. I like the whole scene of them blowing the crap out of Reach. Halo Reach is one of my favorite games. It's right up there with like Halo 3, Halo 4. Like Halo Reach, I absolutely love them. I love the Halo games. The last two, arguably not so. Infinite was really good. Halo 5, I think, was the only real dud. But I really enjoy the games. I enjoy the lore. The lore is very deep for Halo, right? It's as deep as Star Wars on so many different levels. There's so many different things with the human civil war and how the Covenant ended up attacking, and that brought humanity together because the outer colonies and the inner colonies were at civil war with each other. That's why the Spartan program was made by Dr. Halsey to keep the outer colonies basically in check. And then they ended up having to use the Spartans to save humanity against the Covenant. And the Halo rings themselves has a lot of lore with the Forerunner technology and how they were created to stop the flood. And there's so much lore to go there that I can have a 3-hour conversation with anybody on what the Halo universe is and where to expand that doesn't revolve around Master Chief being butt booty naked and having a girlfriend for 5 minutes. Like, it's just weird. And that's not even me talking about the fact that they completely misused Cortana by implanting him into John's head rather than having that microchip that goes in the back of his head. There's a lot of things that I hope season 2 will fix, clean up, retcon if they have to. But as a Halo fan, I'm optimistic. This video has went on way too long, longer than I thought it would. But I'm very passionate about Halo. Halo is something I'm very passionate. And with that said, guys, I'm going to go and I'm going to end this video with one thing. I bet you can't stick it.